Money. It's not hard for me. It's not hard for me knowing what I know. And what I'm saying about knowing what I know is I know the deal they made. It was a 3-fight deal for $36 million. 3-fight deal for $36 million. They were looking for fights for Devin Haney, or they were looking for fights on that list or whatever he say. So Turkey then says, okay, well, we got a guy, and he already agreed. Do you go back and say, nah, let's find another guy? Or do you say, all right, cool, let's run it? What do you say? You're gonna look like a pussy, especially if they're already saying stuff like Devin Haney will fight anybody. If they already giving you their praise that Devin Haney will fight anybody, he had no choice but to take the fight.
Once again, love Brian Norman Sr., but half this stuff is, I take some of it is for the cameras. Let's be real. Devin Haney has the track record where you don't have to doubt that if he says that he's going to step up and fight somebody, fear and all that stuff is irrelevant when it comes to Devin Haney, because we have watched the way Devin Haney has stepped. It's not out of character of how he previously been stepping. So when he said he only took this fight because he had to, that doesn't hold much weight, because Devin got to where he's gotten by the way he's been stepping. Point blank period. You don't get to where Devin Haney has gotten being scared or swerving fights like he's suggesting that he wanted to do but couldn't because he was going to look like a pussy. Devin Haney has done everything but look like a pussy. If anything, Devin Haney has made a whole bunch of, damn near 6% of the boxing game look like some pussies, especially when it comes to the young crop. Let's just be real. I don't want to get lost in delusion. I love the build up. I love all that stuff. But let's just be real, bro. You don't go into somebody's backyard twice being no coward. So, no, I reject what Brian Norman Sr. is saying there. I understand you got to sell the fight and all that other stuff. I get it. But let's just be real. Devin been stepping like this. Devin been moving like this. I don't doubt Devin. One thing I don't doubt is Devin balls and Devin heart. I don't doubt that at all. Skills, I can doubt that. But his balls and his heart, no reason for it. That's like me doubting Terrence Crawford balls and heart. I don't doubt these guys. It's like Usyk. I don't doubt these guys because of the way that they've been stepping. Now, the key thing that I wanted you to chime in on is 36 million. Bill Haney and Devin Haney haven't even came out and told you that. They got a $36 million deal. I told y'all it's about the money. But Brian Norman know all about it. That's why these dudes is mad. Come on, man. Like I said, you grew up in the urban area just like me. You know what I'm saying is true. Let me give you an example of some shit. Let me use Kevin Samuels. Does anybody know who Kevin Samuels is? Well, most of y'all should know who Kevin Samuels is. I'm going to tell you something that I said about Kevin Samuels, and I got to watch it happen in front of my eyes. Kevin Samuel, whatever his delivery was, it was effective. You know what I'm saying? And it was very effective. And it was so effective that it caught my eye. And I'm like, this is going to be interesting. This dude actually has an effect. He actually has a pitch. He actually are getting people to listen to him. I wonder how this is going to play out on the grand chessboard. If you on my channel, you already know what the grand chessboard is. I was like, I wonder how this is going to play out. But one thing that I knew for sure, because I knew that he had an effect on things, that he was touching and changing stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it was for the better. Regardless of what anybody want to say. I was looking at Kevin Samuels and I knew, I said this before it even happened. Once Kevin Samuels got to 1 million, all hell gonna break loose and everybody gonna come for him. Now, I didn't predict the death thing, but I knew something was gonna happen right after he hit 1 million subscribers. Because that was too many. And right after he hit 1 million subscribers, all the shit came in and he died shortly after that. Because his message was reaching and he was actually gaining. You know, now that's just on the government tip. But the point is, people really didn't get up in arms like they did until Kevin Samuels hit 1 million. That's when he became the biggest threat. That's when everybody started dressing like Kevin Samuels and doing all this stuff and blase splee and blah. That's where all the hate came in, meaning all the hate that he was getting, which really wasn't that much, didn't pick up as much until he hit 1 million. Facts, bro. Them is facts. Now, we all know that they took that boy up out of here. This is a side note, but it's true because he was having an effect on a problem that was created by outsiders. He was having an effect in creating that, and you can't do that on the grand chessboard. So we got to get your ass up out of here. Just like Dr. Sabi, we got to get your ass up out of here because you are having the effect. Now you see why people like me and channels like these move the way that they move. We're not designed to help your ass out. We're not designed to pull your ass up out of the mud. But we are designed for the crab in the barrel mentality. Okay? The inmates guard the inmates. That's what it is, bro. And I just wanted to point out, underneath it all, it's really about the damn money. Because you take the money away from the Haneys, all the hate, all that other stuff is going to disappear. At least with one demographic. We already know the Mexicans going to hate just because they pathetic. But it has to do with the money. It always had to do with the money. That's the ultimate envy. That's the ultimate I don't like you. That's the ultimate I hate you. That's why still to this day, what? They praying and hoping to God Floyd go broke. They praying and hoping to God Floyd goes broke. Why are you still wishing a man to go broke? He's done with boxing. He's retired. But they still want him to go broke. They still want him to lose. Sometimes you can take up the same mentality as the people that has conquered you or overseen you as Mexicans. Y'all can't stand to see y'all brother win. That is not just part of your personality. That is part of your social engineering program. You are programmed to not like to see somebody like you get to high places and to pull they ass down. I'm just pointing it out because people don't talk about this and we don't talk about social engineering enough. The music, the movies you watch, the shows, all the shorts. Okay? Entertainment. Let me tell you something that ain't nobody ever gonna tell you. Entertainment comes with a price. You think entertainment is free? It's not. Just like in Rome, bread and circus. Entertainment was never free. It was for a purpose. Okay? Either indoctrinated or manipulated or distraction. That's how it works. Okay? But entertainment is never for the sake of entertaining you. Sorry, not a movie, not a music, not a poetry, not nothing. Because all of it can be weaponized for control and impregnating the mind. That's what they use music for. Did you think they stop at music? That's what they use movies for. Did you think they stop at music? That's what they use sports for. Did you think it stopped at sports? Did you think it stopped at education? Did you think it stopped anywhere? No. It doesn't. But y'all got a program mentality that y'all need to get the fuck out of. I'm one of the, at least around me, the only time I see people like me is on the internet, which is a shame because I never meet you in person. I'm one of the only people that I know that genuinely celebrate other people's victories. I give people legs up and one-ups and all the fucking time. People don't see the little shit that I do. But it's not for you to see, but I'm working some shit behind the scenes. I support so many people low key. Low key. And half the time, it may be people who don't even like me. I still come in and back your ass up. Because I ain't weak like you. You know? And I just wish we get to a point, man, celebrate that shit. I celebrate Brian Sr. and Bill Haney. I love what the fuck they did. You know? But y'all got to stop all that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really, at the end of the day, just money. It's no different from getting a new pair of shoes. Somebody hate, or a new car that you got. Stop all the fucking hating, bro. Seriously. Y'all want to be in competition, but y'all don't want to be on the world's competition. Let's compete against the world. You just want to compete against the people on your fucking block. Sickening. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.